so left. Seeding is pretty much almost wrapped up. Still a couple playing spots to go and postseason spots. See, any teams could be moved around, but we have who I think are contenders and also wild cards. I'm gonna give you guys what a championship would mean for these players.
The Thunder have taken the NBA by storm. For the first time, the NBA champion resides in Oklahoma City. The storybook season is complete.
Starting off with the reigning, defending NBA champions, Oklahoma City Thunder. Obviously beat the Pacers in 7 games last season. SGA, the MVP, the Finals MVP, the 2K cover athlete. Just an insane 24-25 season last year. And now, he's here. I think he will get back-to-back MVPs. I think the Thunder can win the championship. That Jared McCain pickup was a steal in my opinion. J-Dub is back healthy. He just came back. He got Chet, first-time All-Star this season. Both J-Dub and Chet averaging 17 a game. But SGA's efficiency from a guard is insane. 56 from the field. More specifically, 55.7% from the field, 39 from 3, and 88 from the foul line. That efficiency from a guard has never been heard of. Now, I think he will win MVP as back-to-back MVPs and get this championship, back-to-back MVPs, Finals MVPs, championships. Only Jordan or LeBron. Those are the rare air right there. The 2 GOATs in the NBA. Now, if Shai's able to pull this off, we're going to start having some conversations. I'm talking about possibly top 20. I think top 20, top 25, top 15. But he has still a long way to go. And the beauty of this, he has still a long career to go. He can rack up more All-Stars, more All-NBAs, scoring titles, MVPs, championships. And the Thunder are built to last for a very long time. And they could be the new dynasty since the Warriors. They're the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. I do not think the Spurs will catch up. They'll have the number 1 seed for back-to-back seasons, which will be the first time since the Warriors done it back then as well. So SGA could be in rarefied air. But they do have competition, though.
Seconds. Set to tick off. San Antonio is back on top once again. The Spurs are the 2014 NBA champions.
And their competition is the San Antonio Spurs. 55 wins on the season, 55-18 to be more specific. And listen, Wemby, he is here. He has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. He is balling. I think he will definitely win Defensive Player of the Year. Has a couple MVPs in his near future, along with Defensive Player of the Years as well. They had a great supporting cast around him. Stephon Castle, baller, big fan. De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper off the bench, got some depth as well. I like Keldon Johnson, Luke Cornett, Champagnie, Carter Bryant. List goes on and on. This team got depth. They're young defensively. Credit Mitch Johnson as well, taking over Greg Popovich. And listen, he could be in the running for Coach of the Year as well. Could be a favorite as well. But this team is stacked, ready defensively, loaded. The only problem is the youth. But if Wemby's able to pull this off, he'll be on that young GOAT trajectory. In year 3, already has a championship, a Finals MVP. I think the Defensive Player of the Year is locked up. I don't know about winning MVP, but he have one in the future. He'll be off to a very good start. Now, the Spurs didn't make the playoffs first 2 seasons of his career. Now, I thought they'll be like a play-in team, but they just succeeded everyone's expectations to getting a 55-18 record on the year. And listen, look out for the Spurs. If they don't make it to the finals, they're going to be a problem for the next decade. Now, I think later on you might decide on the guard situation with Dylan Harper. And also, Dylan Harper is a great 6th man right now for the Spurs. You do have veteran help as well. Got to mention that. Harrison Barnes, De'Aaron Fox when it comes to postseason. De'Aaron Fox had that insane Game 7 where him and Steph Curry kept going back and forth, but Curry had that 50. But the whole series, De'Aaron Fox was right there with them. Harrison Barnes has playoff experience. It's going to come down to playoff experience for the Spurs. We're going to see how that happens. I like the Spurs going to the conference finals. I can see them losing in the second round to a certain NBA champion a few seasons ago.
The Heat will let it play out. It's over. At last, the long wait is over. After 47 years, the Denver Nuggets can finally call themselves NBA champions.
The Denver Nuggets. What time has changed? They lost the following season to the Timberwolves in 7 games. Had a 2-0. They were down 2-0. Won back-to-back games on the road in Minnesota. Took Game 5. Lost Game 6 in blowout fashion. Had a very good lead in Game 7 and lost it. And lost a Game 7 last year to the Thunder. And who knows if Aaron Gordon was healthy, if Michael Porter Jr. was healthy without the shoulder, they could be in the conference finals. And who knows, could win a championship last season. But they had great depth. We don't know when Peyton Watson's coming back, but he's having balling across the stretches. Peyton Watson, Tim Hardaway Jr., Valanciunas as a backup. You bring back Bruce Brown. He was key in that finals run as well. You got depth. If Jokic is able to pull this off, 3 MVPs. If he was healthy, he could have had another 4, but I don't think he'll win this year. 3 MVPs, 2 chips, 2 Finals MVPs. Possibly we'll talk about him as a top 10 player of all time. And I think that's the ceiling. I think he will be a top 10 player of all time when it's all said and done. It will be close, but he's in that top 16, 7, 15 range of NBA players of all time. Is he able to pull off a ring? We're going to have some conversations for sure. One of the best big men ever. One of the best passers ever. And also Jamal Murray. Underrated sidekick. We know he would do it in the postseason. And just the other day, Murray had 53. Jokic 23, 20, and 19. Like, what are we doing here? Damn. That's just nasty. I wish he had that 2020. We haven't seen that since Russ back in the day. I miss that Russell Westbrook. He should have stayed in Denver. I don't know why he's with the lowly Sacramento Kings. But there was a team that Russell Westbrook did play for. Did not have fun over there, though.
And that's it. It's over. This historic 2020 NBA championship belongs to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers conquer the bubble, and banner number 17 will soon hang in the rafters.
And I'm talking about the Los Angeles Lakers. They are the 3rd seed in the Western Conference, 47-26. Now, this is very tricky for me. LeBron, my GOAT. Luka, one of my favorite players. AR, tough. But listen, they are the 3rd seed. You have to talk about them as a contender. Now, I don't know how far they will go. You could possibly see them in the conference finals. If they remain that 3rd seed, it will be very, very good for them. But they're most likely to play Minnesota, which they can also lose in the first round. That situation is very tough. Or they could lose to Houston in the first round as well. But Luka, I'm telling you, he's been on that hookah right now. 39 a game in the past 10 games. Had a 60 ball against Miami. LeBron's been the 3rd option, deferring to Austin Reeves and Luka. Luka leading the league in scoring, averaging 33 a game as well. And listen, you can't stop him. Luka has a lot of stuff going on, and he's been balling because of that. And Goga Bitadze, you messed up for that. But Luka, oh, that boy's, whoo! Woo, he been on that hookah, ladies and gentlemen. He's been absolutely cooking. And is he able to do this? Is he able to shut up Nico Harrison? I know those the Mavericks owners, gonna be very upset with that. But you have Cooper Flag in your future. But still, it's a very awful trade. And Luka, listen, get that championship. You're gonna be glorified as a LA Laker, a Laker legend, if that. A couple MVPs on the way. Should be the MVP conversation a little bit more, but we're here to talk about defense. But the scoring is just insane. He's a much better defender than he was a couple seasons ago and last year, but still not the greatest defender in the world whatsoever. But if they're able to pull this off, LeBron get his 5th ring. GOAT James, GOAT man, Luka. He's gonna be up there. Probably naming the best player in the world over the summer. The Laker fans gonna be a little crazy over that. Austin Reeves, gonna get the bag for sure. The Lakers gotta make sure to pay him. And yeah, the Lakers, it's gonna be very tough for the Lakers, but some wild cards. Houston, they need a guard. I know those losses against the Lakers were bad. KD was bad in those losses, but he can still get buckets. Just past MJ for 5th all time in scoring. Could look out for them as well. But Minnesota, Ant-Man is a bad man, ladies and gentlemen. He is tough. Randall, Gobert. You got Ayo Dosunmu. You got Mike Conley back for free. Got a little bit of depth on your side. You got Slow-Mo back on the team as well. They could possibly make the third conference finals in a row. They could be on upset watch against some of the higher teams in the NBA. Pretty much locked between that 4 to 6 range. So they could most likely be in the second round, but watch out for them because they could do something crazy in these playoffs. Now, jumping to the East. Detroit basketball.
Thank you, Commissioner. But the Detroit Pistons have just shocked the Los Angeles Lakers.
Is back 52-20, number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And Cade has the collapsed lung. Obviously, we don't know when he'll return. We'll make an all-NBA team because of that. But you have key players. Jalen Duren, been a monster, especially for fantasy this year for me. Appreciate it. Is an all-star. Danis Jenkins, very good player, has been having a lot of good moments for the Pistons this season. Tobias Harris, you bring in Kevin Huerter. Asar Thompson is there. Ron Holland. It's a nice, great defensive pieces. And JB Bickerstaff coaching a heck of a job over there in Detroit. I like what they're doing over there, but it's going to come down to offensively. Can anyone other than Cade step up in the postseason? When the game gets tight and a tough half-court offense, will there be enough offense to generate? Can there be another secondary ball handler and scorer on that team? We don't know. I'm still a little iffy about Detroit. I know they're the number 1 seed. I'm still very iffy about them, though. They could be out in the second round. It's going to be crazy. They could be out in the second round, and a team they could lose to in the second round.
Rebound tip taken by Spades. Final seconds. It's over. It's over. Cleveland is a city of champions once again. The Cavaliers are NBA champions.
Is the Cleveland Cavaliers 45-28 on the season. Recently traded for James Harden and changed life for this franchise. A backcourt of Harden and Donovan Mitchell. It's going to be really tough. It's going to be scary. It's going to be tough. That's a nice backcourt. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, hopefully they'll be back. Got some nice pieces off the bench in Schroeder, Keon Ellis. I like Dean Wade, Sam Merrill, and the rest of the group. They have a chance to make some noise in this Eastern Conference as well. Can possibly eliminate Detroit in the second round. I think they'll be having locked up that number 4 seed for sure. And a ring. Donovan Mitchell still hasn't made it past the second round in his career. James Harden could put all that playoff noise to bed with a playoff run. It could maybe pass D Wade. Absolutely not. I'm sorry, he ain't passing D Wade. I can't entertain that whatsoever. Hear a lot of talks about that, but he ain't passing D Wade all the time. But he'll get rid of that noise, and a ring will mean a lot to James Harden. So will Donovan Mitchell as well, and a ring for Cleveland. Since LeBron, it's been a little iffy, but they brought back life within this decade in Cleveland Cavalier basketball. So we're gonna see where that goes. But they could make some serious noise in the Eastern Conference.
The New York Knicks are NBA Cup champions.
Tell me it don't mean something, Coach.
And my New York Knicks, 48-26 on the season. Just lost to the Charlotte Hornets last night. Had previously a 7-game winning streak. Been an up and down season. Most likely another 50-win season around the corner for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson, we know what he could do. Karl-Anthony Towns been a little more aggressive as of late, and you love to see that. But can they do it? Mikal Bridges, I've been good. I haven't been talking about you much. I've been calm. Thank you, Lord. You've been calm, focused. But, you got to lock in, buddy. We traded 5 first-round picks for you. 5. Let me put the 5 right here. 5 first-round picks for you. Unbelievable. And we had those picks, man. Giannis being in the orange and blue. In the Garden. It's been great. But no, you got to step up Mikal Bridges. If he had those 2 back-to-back games like he did against Celtics, all that noise we put to bed. OG been balling. Josh Hart. We got Jose Alvarado. Deuce McBride come back soon. Mitch. Jordan Clarkson, I like this rookie, Mohamed Diawara as well. And a ring for the Knicks. You might have shut down the city. Jalen Brunson, Be a New York legend. Up there with the likes of Jeter, Eli Manning, Aaron Rodriguez, LeBron, what the heck? Jalen Brunson, like he'll be up there as well in that rarefied air. Aaron Judge, talking about the likeliness, bring a championship to this city. Aaron Judge, please get a ring for my Yankees as well. Had a great game against the Giants. He didn't have a great game against the Giants, but the Yankees had a great game against the Giants. 7-0 dub. That's what we like to see. Go Yankees. If you're a Yankees fan, comment down below. But the Knicks can't get it done. It's going to be very tough. Boston is scaring me, though. They're looking for revenge. But Jalen Brunson, this is the time. New York, this is the time. Right here, right now.
It's over. Time to say it again, Boston. Anything's possible. Banner number 18 has been secured. The Celtics are NBA champions.
And speaking of the Boston Celtics have been very interesting all season long. No Jason Tatum for the majority of the season, obviously recovering from that torn Achilles in the postseason against the semifinals against the New York Knicks. But Jaylen Brown has been leading the way, an MVP candidate, absolutely balling. They just beat the Thunder last night, 119-109. JB, he had 31, averaging about 28 a game, I believe. He's been cooking career high this season. And without him, the Celtics will be lost. Now you got Jason Tatum back. We'll see how he will do in the postseason, but the fact he is back means the ceiling is raised to the roof for the Boston Celtics. He made a key trade bringing Nikola Vucevic from the Chicago Bulls, trading away Anthony Simons. You got Kata, he's been balling. He's got Derek White, Brandon Pritchard, Jordan Walsh, a couple of young pieces on that roster as well. Hugo Gonzalez, list goes on, and Sam Hauser, list goes on and on. I like this Celtics team. They could possibly make it to the finals, a very big threat. Joe Mazzulla could be coach of the year as well. Coaching had a good job over there. And a ring, if Jaylen Brown could win finals MVP, the noise in Boston, he's been the number one all along. Jason Tatum coming back off of Achilles and winning a championship, one of the greatest stories in NBA history. Honestly, injury-wise in sports history, you just tore your Achilles, fastest recovery, and you're starting to look like a little bit of yourself each and every game you play, and be able to come and win a championship off a torn Achilles and returning, it will be insane for their resumes as well. It can be recognized as one of the best duos of all time, really. Not to be up there, but they should be talking about more if they win another championship, especially in Boston lore and in NBA lore as a duo as well. But for the rest of the East, not really wild cards. If any other team makes it to the finals, I'll be shocked besides the Pistons, Celtics, Knicks, and Cavs. Any other team besides that, I will be shocked if they make the finals for sure. The Hawks have been balling. You still got the Raptors, the Sixers, but other than that, I'll be shocked. But NBA season's almost done. Postseason's here. Best time of the year if you're an NBA fan. Let me know what y'all think of this video. Who you got winning the championship? I'll make another playoff video when the play-in play-in tournament is finalized and the 1 through 8 seeds in East and West are finals. But like, comment, subscribe, share, and embrace the chaos.